Hello and welcome to Mr. L tutorials for the maths A-level. I have decided after some student or previous students have asked me if I could put some lessons or some exercises online on my YouTube channel. So I'll try to start from the beginning, from A-level, so AS, and if you have any questions, please just ask it, write it in as a comment. Please subscribe and share this video with other friends and other students. Okay, so I'm going to start slowly. I'm going to start with the year 12, so A level A or AS, and the topic that I'm going to start with is surds and indices. So I do apologize if the filming is not so perfect. I'm using my hand to film and hand to write. So surds and indices. Okay, so I'm going to split this lesson to maybe two or three videos. The first one, I'm just going to talk about what are surds. So surds, what are surds? I'm going to do some examples about surds, examples how to simplify them, and then I will finish with maybe rationalizing the denominators when surds are involved. So what are surds? Surds are number involving square roots which cannot be written as rational numbers. For example, square root 2. Also, we can sometimes write them, for example, if you can see say half plus square root of 3 is another example of surds. Surds also involve some cube roots and other different type of roots. Okay, so it's not always just square roots, but we are going to concentrate with the square roots. Before we start, I just want to add a comment. So when we do that, this sign means the positive square root of something. Okay, that it's not just a square root, but it's the positive square root. For example, if I put square root of 5, we know it's going to be positive 2 comma something. Okay, it doesn't matter, but it's going to be always positive. But if we're thinking about what is the solution for x squared is equal to 5, we all know that it's going to be, because it's square, we are going to have two solutions. So x1 x2 equal to positive square root of 5 or negative square root of 5, and we usually write it as so x1 2 equal to minus plus square root of 5. Okay, so that's just to tell you. So this is the positive square root of whatever is inside. If we have a cube root, then we just put here a number 3. Square root, we can write here 2, small 2, but because mathematicians are a little bit, so just try to simplify the writing, so we don't write 2 there, but if you write it, that's still correct. So here we're going to start with some very easy examples of simplifying. For example, if they give us square root of 32, they tell us to simplify it. They don't want us to use the calculator and give them the decimal answer, but they just want to simplify. So how can we simplify it? We know that for example, square root of AB is the same. AB means A times B, right? Okay, so we can use the same idea in here, and we can split up the 32. We can say 32 is the same as 16 times 2. Okay, and the same in here, we know that square root of A times B is the same as square root of A times square root of B. We know that. So the same idea, we can use it in here, and then we can split those, so it's the same square root of 16 times square root of 2. Please be aware or be careful, this is only if we have times or divide by. So it doesn't work if we have addition. For example, square root of A add B is not square root of a add b. It's not add square root of b. It is not. Okay, it is not. Some people, they might think, oh yeah, what is square root of 2 add 0 is the same as square root of 2 add square root of 0. Yes, but this is exception, because 0, obviously you can tell. But we cannot say that square root of a plus b is, we cannot say it's equal to that. But this is, here I can add another line here, because this is equivalent. It's always the case. Okay. Okay, we know what is square root of 16. Square root of 16 is 4. And what is square root of 2? We cannot simplify it, so we leave it as square root of 2. We don't write times square root of 2. You can do it in here and then write equal to 4 square root of 2. Can we still simplify it? No, it's simplified fully, so that's the final answer. Okay, so that is the easiest it can go. If we get anything like, let's try to do something like, for example, 2 open bracket square root of 3. I'm just thinking of numbers in my head, plus 7 square root of 4 minus 3, let's say square root of 12 plus